Hey, what's going on, friends? It is Slash687 here, back at it again with another PC build guide video for you today. What I have here is really quite amazing. It's a $200 gaming PC build that actually plays games at decent settings at 1080p. It's just getting cheaper and cheaper to build these kind of used PCs that can actually play some really decent games, and I would just like to tell you guys that whenever I do get to $200 in YouTube revenue, which, you know, I'm getting closer, but I did just start monetizing my videos about 2 months ago, so it's gonna be a little bit, but once I do hit $200 in YouTube revenue, I'm probably gonna buy something like this, something like what you're gonna see in today's video, and I'm gonna benchmark it and let you guys know that you really can get some amazing performance for only $200. So let's get right into the build. For the heart of this build, I have a Dell T3400 Tower PC. It comes with an Intel Core 2 quad, which is clocked at 2.5 gigahertz, and even though it is very old, and it is only clocked at 2.5 gigahertz, it is still an Intel quad-core CPU, and it is going to be able to handle a lot of games that even the dual-core i3s can't, because it is quad-core, and it's going to be able to handle those type of games. Is it going to be the fastest thing out there? No, it's not. It's only 2.5 gigahertz, but for the price, this whole PC being only $82, and you're gonna get Windows 7, 4 gigs of RAM, and a 250 gigabyte hard drive, you really can't go wrong. This thing is gonna be the perfect platform for this gaming PC. And once you see the other parts we're gonna add to this, you're gonna be really impressed by the specs you can get from $200. Next up, what I'm gonna get here is 16 gigabytes of DDR2 RAM. DDR2 RAM is ridiculously cheap nowadays. You can get this for $31. 16 gigabytes is plenty for pretty much anything you could possibly want to do. This PC would work just fine in pretty much any game with only 8 gigs of RAM, but it's so cheap you might as well just go for 16 so you can max out this motherboard in our PC. So for only $31 we're going to be picking up 16 gigs of RAM, and as far as I see it, why not? Only $31, might as well. Next up, for the GPU, we're going to go with a GeForce GTX 750 Ti. It's made by EVGA. It is the small form factor, so you're going to be able to fit it into our case. It's the superclocked edition, so it's going to have some nice frequencies. You can overclock it. Since it's EVGA, they do have very nice coolers on these things, so like I said, you can overclock it, and it should be fairly overclockable on that very power efficient Maxwell architecture. You're not going to need any extra power cables. It's just plug and play right into this Dell T3400, and you're going to be off and running, playing games at probably 1080p medium or low settings depending on the game, and in CSGO you're going to be playing 1080p maxed out if you like that, and very high FPS. So like I said, for only $200, let me restate what we're getting. We're getting an Intel quad-core CPU, we're getting 16 gigabytes of RAM, and we're getting a GTX 750 Ti. You combine all these things together, you're going to be playing games very, very well at very reasonable settings, and if you want to drop down the resolution to 900p or even 720p, you're going to be playing pretty much any game you can get your hands on nowadays. So you could upgrade the hard drive space to maybe 1 terabyte. That would definitely be a good option, but other than that, this PC is going to be just fine for today's gaming. Now, it does have a lot of used components in it, so is it going to last 3 years down the line? Who knows? That's the risk of buying these used computer parts, but I would recommend buying a warranty, because a lot of these items you can purchase an optional warranty, but it's the chance you gotta take when you're going for a $200 gaming PC, and it is a chance that, you know, most of the time you will come out on top. This PC, it's really durable. Most of the components in here are not gonna really break, and if they do, you can replace them, because this PC is really old and the components that, you know, are involved are not expensive at all. So for only $200, you really can't go wrong, like I said. And if you're just interested in messing around with a PC, this is a good option. Or if you're a beginner just getting into PC gaming, this is a great option as well. So I encourage you guys to think about building something like this. Like if I said, you're either new to PC gaming or if you're just wanting to mess around with something. So that's gonna be the build for today, guys. If you liked, be sure to leave a like rating, and if you're new, be sure to subscribe and be sure to comment. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a great day. Peace. By the way, your boy Slash got accepted to one of his top choice colleges. Your boy getting an edumacation up in here. All right. Peace.